Hey, my Taurus babies, I'm back. I was debating if this was going to be the monthly or the weekly. We're going to do the weekly, and this time we're going to run the weekly 1 through 8. So we're going to do 8 days. The 8th is the full moon. So let's see what we got going on. I just did the weekend update, and I think some of the same energy. I separated the cards, these big cards. So let's see where there's some differences, but it feels like you got some choices, and it feels like the one that you might be interested in is player and trying to manipulate you emotionally. That ain't cool. That is not cool. Self-love. I know y'all sick of hearing that shit, but okay. See what else we got going on here. So this is going to be the Taurus weekly update, August 1st through 8th. We're going to run a full 8 days. You got a new moon on the 8th. Just about everything that's running retrograde to be retrograde, with the exception of Mercury and Mars, I believe. Jupiter's on vacation. Saturn is on vacation. Neptune is on vacation. Everybody roller skating backwards. Personal growth. Oh, shit. Yeah, perseverance. Leave that there. Just talking about manifestation in the weekend update. Yeah, I can't do that. No. Another time, please. You don't want to try and flip over. Creativity. Finances are here. Love is here. Family situations are here. Some of y'all are going to have to take a leadership role at home. Spiritual career. The energy there is that it's time for some of you to step it up. Now, I don't know what the hell that is. And ain't you sick of seeing a surrender card? This sucker's jumped out for the weekend update, so get with that. What the hell? Some of you need to look at your spiritual practices. And some time to update. I have heard, and I'm going to say just recently, I felt like there's some downloads and shit coming from the universe to us. So things are definitely changing, and they're changing rapidly. So maybe it is time, that fucking intuition, ain't you sick of hearing about that shit? Maybe it's time to update what you're doing, add something to what you're doing. If you haven't been meditating, maybe do a couple minutes in the shower, the tub, or something. We had a challenge, universe. Pride is your challenge. Get the fuck out of here. Ooh, this is going to be interesting. There is a lot of, just give me a little looky see so you can see. You see all that red and pink and shit. So this is an activity type environment. Audience participation required. Well, Emperor showed up in the last reading. Here he is. Fruits of your labor. Okay. Self-love. Eight of Swords. On top of the personal growth. Show me what's for pride, please. Challenge. Well, okay. Can't take all of them, so let's try that again. Lovers. Yeah, and I'm come right back down here to the surrender card with the heel. With the heel. 9 of Wands. 6 of Pentacles one more time. Showed up in the last reading. Back into the Queen of Swords, talking about liberation. No, I'm not taking it. They're trying to talk, but everybody's trying to talk at the same time, and I can't hear everybody at the same time. So, I stopped actually pulling the cards out like I used to. This to me feels a little more natural. I've been watching other readings like, why did they do that? But I get it. It feels a little more natural. Because I deal with energy a lot and not so much just the cards. I don't really pay attention to how I'm getting the cards. I just get them out because I know what I feel and I know what I can see on the board. But this it seems to me to be a more organic way to get the cards on the board. And when they got shit to say, they don't hesitate. Yep, we got some departures. Time for somebody to go, somebody's to go. But this is coming more from the realm of you having options that they're going to be departures. So let's start from the beginning. Front end of your overall energy with the Emperor, the ass end of the Emperor. Thank you very much. The last reading, the weekend update, he came front first, and that was about concrete, logical thought. That's what this is. Excuse me. Now we got the back end. Talking about the fruits of your labor on top of the self-love. So many of you are in I'm going to do me, you do you mode. But now you're beginning to feel the benefit of keeping your focus on yourself. That's where I'm going to put that. Some of you are beginning to feel that. What it actually does and what it does to your energy and how it has other people responding to you when you take your focus away from them and put it back on yourself. There's some magic to this. Don't get that part twisted. There is definitely to how we live life and how we attract and manifest things. There is definitely some magic here. Don't get that part fucked up. When your attention is focused on you and the taking care of you in total, inside and out, you don't have a lot of other time to be dealing with nobody else. You just don't. But then I tell you, by the time I braid up my hair at night, I braid my hair most nights because I got this wild bushy stuff. Do my nails, iron my clothes for work for the next day. Make sure I got something for lunch, and make sure this little hole I live in don't look like a just pigsty. It's time for bed. I ain't got time to worry about who didn't call me, who showed up, who's my friend on Facebook, some other bullshit. My day is done. Time for me to put my ass in the bed and go to sleep. So I get up the next day and do the same thing. But the issue there is where your attention is. When you got your attention solely on what you're doing, all that shit you're trying to manifest, it's going to come. Because then I wonder, well, how does you don't feel her energy? Or his energy. Either way, what's the problem? Because you're paying attention to you. So now you're entering the phase where you're getting ready to see how that really works. See the benefit. The fruits of your labor, if you will. The back end of your overall energy, personal growth with the 8 of Swords. The 8 of Swords, don't let it throw you, because the energy that I feel here is that a lot of you have grown personally. You had a rough summer. I'm going to just throw your shit out there. I don't care. You done had a rough summer. Had to deal with some shit you probably didn't think you were going to have to deal with. Say some things maybe you thought you didn't have to say. And were able to pull yourself up out of here. Now, some of you may still be kind of lingering like, I don't want to take the blindfold off. Take the damn blindfold off and let's go. All about your personal growth. Every last bit of it. It's all about you. From the front end to the back end. It's about you. And this is the energy where you begin to see how this has affected everything else in your life. Because you've been paying attention to you. How many months have you heard all of us, every reader on YouTube talk about it? Just self-care, self-love, and take care of you. Yeah, I heard that shit so much you sick of hearing it. Now, here's where the rubber meets the road, where you begin to see the harvest. What happens when you pay attention to yourself. And don't get twisted on the energy. This is about the time school starting back. Many of you who have been working remotely or doing telework, now you're being called back into the office. You get a chance to see where you are versus where everybody else is. And don't be too hard of a judge on yourself, because you've come further than you think you have. And so here it is, awareness. That lover's card right there. I'm gonna have to come back to this later on, but that lover's card right there, just what I said, awareness of you and them. It's not just about lovers, it's people in your life. You're aware. Like I said, some of y'all going back to work. Some of you, your kids are actually going back to school. So you're going to see some moms and dads you haven't seen for 6-7 months, maybe a year, maybe more. You get a chance to see where you are in comparison to everybody else. There's that pride. Now, don't let the pride bite you in the ass, okay? Don't get carried away with that shit. I'll be the first one to tell you I'm a proud bull, but don't be too proud. This is definitely energy about being humble. Now, you get caught up and be the know-it-all, and you too proud to hear anything else. This is that kind of energy. You might get embarrassed. Just saying. Be humble. Be humble. Excuse me. Recognize the work that you've put in on yourself. Those of you that are still kind of, go ahead, take it off. And realize that all of this is about your personal growth. We get to Sunday's energy, which will actually be August 1st. You may have some choices. You've overcome the difficulty. Now you got some choices. We're not dealing with the regret. We're just dealing with the choices. Got some choices. You're looking at the perseverance of you against whatever or whoever else. You shouldn't be accepting less from someone than what you're putting in. So those of you that, this is going a couple ways. Those of you in projects at work, now look at the choices that you have to make, particularly if you're choosing people, choosing teams, choosing partners for whatever projects. Look at how much are they gonna jump right out and go, I can't get it done, or are they gonna put in the grease and the oil and make this shit work. About the perseverance. And you're not trying to be the one hanging your ass out the window by yourself, Taurus. I'm going to put this out here. If this is about a relationship, now this is going to relate directly back to the weekend update. And you see that you are putting in more of something, and this is a newer relationship. We're going to say last 3 months, last 90 days. And this is a newer relationship, and you the only one putting in all the elbow grease, and the other person, no. Look at your choices. This is one of those times where, and I think August is probably just going to be this kind of month. You don't want to know too much. You don't want to be too prideful, because you'll get hit in the ass and fucked up and embarrassed. But you also want to pay attention to your choices. You don't want to choose people that are not capable of doing what you need them to do on a professional front or on a romantic front, that are not willing to sacrifice and persevere through whatever needs persevering. Again, this card on top is not about the regret. It's all about the choices, and you paying attention to the choices that you're making. You need to be able to go on green just like you. You want to be at the starting line, and somebody talk about, well, I'm not going to be able to start today. That's what you're not trying to hear. So pay attention to your choices. Monday's energy. 6 of Pentacles on top of the leadership. This is family. This is family. I don't remember exactly what it was for in the weekend update, but this energy right here is about family. And you may have to just be the one. There's something, I don't know if I said it for this one or the last reading, that's going on. It's not what you think it is with a family member, particularly this feminine energy that I feel here. So you may be focused on grandma, and grandma keeps saying her back hurts. Her back hurts. My fucking neck and back hurt. What the hell? Something else. Don't look at her back. Look at her feet. Look at her knees. I'm just throwing it out there. Could be anything. But whoever it is may be just saying one thing hurts, or one thing, the sink in the kitchen needs work. Could be that. Maybe it keeps dripping. I don't know why it keeps dripping. It might be something down in the basement. Might not necessarily be the kitchen sink. Just throwing it out there. Same with vehicles. They're going to tell you, oh, it sounds like a tire's flat. Yeah, that's what it sounds like. But what is it really? Catalytic converter, alternator, battery, what the hell? Whatever part. But whatever is being focused on, you need to look beyond that. This may cost some money, whatever we're talking about, to get repaired or fixed, so be ready. But you probably are going to have to just run point on whatever this is. This is a 9 card. The 81 is 9. So you'll complete this and be done with it. But you're going to have to just figure out what it is exactly. It's not going to be what you're hearing. We get to Tuesday's energy. The back of the Queen of Swords on top of the manifestation. I said something in the last reading about manifesting. Now the energy in this reading is so thick I can't remember what I said in that one. But this is what I'm going to say, and this is what the energy is right here for this. Some of you need to liberate yourself from trying to manifest. EJ, what did you say? Yeah. I said just that. Some of you need to let the manifestation thing, some of you are so focused on it. I'm going to bring you right back up here to this. Put the focus back on you. And that's going to be the liberation. I just had this conversation with my sister. Okay, that's what I was trying to remember the last week and couldn't. But she's so intent on manifesting this particular thing. And so, every other thing is she's just focused on it. I told her, you're going to manifest something. The quickest and best way to do it is just what I'm telling you here. But I said it to her in a different way. Throw it out there to the universe and let it go. Finish that sentence and then put the focus back on you. Universe, I want a new car. And drop that shit. Please do not be on the internet looking at all the Infinities and Lexuses and Escalades and shit and sleeping with shit under your pillow. Yeah, sometimes it works, but sometimes you're trying to manifest something. You have to understand your total energy goes into that. So if you're feeling negative about something, or you got some other shit going on somewhere that you got heavy emotion about, that you feel strongly about, you taking all of that with the Escalade. People wonder why this shit get blocked. Throw that shit out there. Universe, I want to Escalade. And let it go. Let it go. Literally let that shit go. And watch how fast. The catch here, bring it back to you. Bring it right back to you. People are making a lot of money with a lot of bullshit. And I promise you, life is not this difficult. We make things so damn complicated with all the extra rules and books and shit. Fuck all of that. You know what you want. Throw it out there. If after some time you feel like the universe didn't hear you the first time, do it again. And now you start looking for the signs and the synchronicities. Come on. Liberate yourself. Because you shouldn't be stressed out. That is not the purpose of life. And you hear me saying it, but trust me, I'll be the main one as soon as I cut this camera off on the phone. My sister, it's just too much. Let that shit go. Let it go. L-I-G, let it go. Creativity. This gets us to, is it Thursday? This gets us to Wednesday. Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. The Fool on top of the creativity card. In this deck on this side, the Fool talks about painful and necessary losses. Here in this energy, on top of the creativity card, there may be some things that you need to let go of energy so thick I can't talk. There may be some things as far as creative projects are concerned. Creative projects also include relationships. That's creativity that you may need to let go of. It may not be a whole relationship or a whole project, but there may be parts, things you just need to get rid of because there's updates. This old belief system, we're coming right back to this. Shit that you just don't have to hold on to, but you're still holding on to. Just let it go. The energy of surrender. Take risk and try something different. This is major energy. When we get to Thursday, temperance on top of the spiritual career. This is what I was saying before. She's talking about recognizing the need to heal in this instance, but this is a little deeper than that. I'm going to say recognizing the need to change. And sometimes changing requires strength. That's why he's sitting there. But you may need to. You may need to. Something that you may need to update. Maybe you're just chanting. Maybe you need to add something to that. Maybe you're meditating and chanting and doing yoga and something else. Maybe you need to let something go. Spiritual career. But thing here is about bringing it in balance. And if you've been doing something for a while, it's not easy to let something go that you've been doing for a while that's been working for you. But the universe's message here is that if you try something different and bring yourself back in balance, you might get a little further ahead. Updating your spiritual career. Updating your daily practices, whatever it is you do every day. Updating your train of thought. Maybe your belief system. I come back to this Eight of Swords over here. Maybe the things that you've been thinking have been wrong or no longer apply. Especially if we got departures, which leads me right to Friday's energy and the Knight of Wands on top of the surrender. Maybe you need to surrender and let them people go, or let the situation go, or let whatever it is. Because the energy here is like you want to fight. You don't want to let it go because you got more shit to say and let somebody tell it, more shit to do. Let it go. Let it go. Whatever's coming to you will come quicker. This is relationship or professional. It'll come quicker if you let it go. So there may be some things that you're dealing with this week. You just fuck it. Just let it go and go with the flow. Just ride in your little canoe wherever it's going to go instead of trying to fight it. That's going to hinder progress. We get to Saturday's energy, domestic harmony, with the back of the Sun card. Whatever's going on at home, just be cool, Taurus. This is a different group of you that looking at and trying to find and manifest. This is those of you that are in actual long-term relationships. Just let it go. Let it go. Whatever it is, it's not that serious. And if you keep dwelling on it, you're probably gonna show up some things you just don't need to deal with right now. It's not to say they're hurtful or they're bad, or it's just shit you just don't need to deal with right now. So just let whatever's going on, just let it go. If it's not hurting or harming you or the kids, or the house or the car, and it's not going to be a big issue later on, just let it go. Just let it go. At the end of all of this, I'm so sick of saying it. I'm going to just put the card up here. I'm tired. I'm tired of saying intuition. Follow your intuition. Follow your intuition. Follow your intuition. Yeah, I'm tired of saying it. Justice is going to be served. Regardless. But definitely follow your intuition. For some of you, justice is going to be served because you did follow your intuition. And as I'm saying that, I need to just say, those of you that are in some just tricky situations, this is romantically. People acting one way or the other. strange. Show some compassion. This is for the month of August too. I'm gonna just throw this out here. The inclination may be to be an asshole. Show some compassion, Taurus. I don't know who this is for, who I'm saying. Show some compassion. Everybody, I'm gonna put our shit out there. They think we're dumb because we're grinders, and we run through China shops. We are some of the smartest, most intellectual creatures on the planet. Thank you very much. Everybody is not where we are, though. So, I don't know who I'm talking to. You may just need to show some compassion about whatever the situation is. People didn't think something through. Now they want to lay out in the middle of your floor and cry and holler about how bad it is. They're not going to do it like that. Just show some compassion. If there's a teaching moment there for you, Taurus, maybe a family member, go ahead and teach it. Excuse me, I'm going to put that right there. There you go. Definitely protect your energy. Those of you that are dealing with, and this came up in the weekend update, some of this energy is here, but this other energy is clouding it. But definitely choices. Protect your energy. Dealing with somebody that's not putting in the level of perseverance that you are. And they half-stepping bullshit and some more shit. Think about the choices you're making and protect your energy. The last thing you need right now is somebody trying to undo all the good work you've done on yourself. I didn't want all of those. They fell out, so there you go. Do you really want to do that? I'm going back to the compassion thing. I know that the inclination, I feel it. You want to get up and scream and cuss this person out. Whoever I'm talking to. Don't. Quit chasing them. Let them chase you. I'm going right back to the protect your energy clause over here with the perseverance and the choices. And those of you that had a question, there it is. Yes. I love my bull babies. Have a good weekend. Have a good first week in August. I will see you soon. Bye-bye.